It's the final few seconds before the lights go out and the race to the podium begins. You know this battle will be won off the track as well as on it. You've studied your tactics, anticipated every move like a grandmaster. You've researched and analysed, modified and fine-tuned to perfection. You have honed your instincts to give you an edge over your rivals. Your drivers focused, your team ready. The championship in the balance. First past the checkered flag, the goal. Epic victory or ultimate failure.
Shout out to Marco Padrana, Alfredo Jr., and the Gaming Squad, and all our channel members. Join memberships.
Welcome back, Gaming with King family, to another F1 Clash video. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at a different strategy from the conserve strategy. So it's going to be like an alternative strategy to the conserve strategy. So if you're not getting on to the conserve strategy, then this is an easier strategy you may be able to use. Alright, but before we jump into that, remember to subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed. Turn on your post notifications, and also remember to leave a like on this video. Alright, so let's jump straight into it. So we have our best drivers, which are Verstappen and Leclerc, and we have our best car setup, which is our fast pit time setup, and we're gonna jump out into series 12 for a race. Alright, so in this strategy you're basically going to be using regular driving for most of the race. You're going to use conserve, but not as much as you would use with the conserve strategy. Alright, if you're up against a rival that's using the conserve strategy, using this strategy, if you know exactly what to do, then you might be able to pull on your rival for a better win, but if not, then your rival is definitely going to be getting that better win. Alright, alright, let's jump into this. So for the first part of the portion of the strategy, you do not want to use boost at the start. You do not want to use conserve throughout your race. You just want to leave it on regular driving, and then you can use periodical boosts throughout each race. You can still do boost at the start if you like, and then cut down to regular driving instead of cutting down to conserve, as you're not going to be going down to green at no point unless you're trying to squeeze in on one extra lap out there. Then you can cut down to green. So you kick it off. Once your drivers get started, then you cut down to regular driving, and then you let them get settled and pick their positions, and they're gonna just go ahead pick their positions. Alright, so this is kind of the way that Hutch designed the game to be played, with regular driving, and then you just use like bursts of boost here and there to get the best results. But we designed and come up with the conserve strategy so we can conserve and save fuel in the starting of the race, and then boost in the ending of the race. Alright, on this technique, however, you can do basically the same thing that you do with the conserve strategy, but you're giving your drivers an opportunity to drive better, stick with the pack, and try to pull some overtaking as the race go along. Alright, so as you can see here, Leclerc up in 16, lose 2 positions on that corner. Now he's losing another, so that's a lot. 3 positions lost there to Leclerc. Here he goes again, losing another position. Not sure what's going on with Leclerc. After he was way up in 15, he's now down to 20. So I'm not sure 100% what's going on with him there. But we're going to go for 3 laps. Then we're going to come back to 2 laps on soft tires of boost. Then we're going to come back to 3 laps of regular driving on hard tires, on soft tires. Alright, so you can use some boost here and there, and then cut that down. If you're trying to squeeze out an extra lap, and you see that your drivers doesn't look like they're going to make it back around, you can cut down to conserve. But mostly you want to be using regular driving. Alright, so right here we can see Verstappen does not look like he's going to make it back around without running out of tires. So we cut him down to conserve there to save on those tires while we let Leclerc continue to go. Then we're going to boost Leclerc from there. He should be able to make it around into pit before running out of tires. And as you can see, Verstappen has made it up right at the pit lane. We're going to boost him in. A little bit of stocking here, that's okay. We're now going to be in our boost phase. We're basically doing a 3-2-2 on soft tires here. So we're boosting now for 2 laps. Hopefully we can catch up to the rival in this boost phase, so we can get by him while he goes to pit with his call of signs. And then we can come back around, try to create some distance, and then go to pit and get back out before they overtake us. Here comes Leclerc. Here he goes into pit. Come on, Leclerc, trying to get around here. Pull this overtake. Swing out wide. Still didn't get him. Alright, we're going to come back to pit now to soft tires for our drivers. And then we're going to go down to regular drive-in. So because we're using the regular drive-in to get 3 laps, we just did 3 laps with regular drive-in. So we can definitely get 3 more laps with regular drive-in. Let's cut Verstappen down to conserve, to kind of slow down Ricardo and kind of slow down Carlos Sainz, to let Leclerc go and get into pit and get back out in front of them. Close, pretty close, pretty close. Is he? Yep, he's in front. Now we're gonna cut him down to regular drive-in. Here comes Verstappen. We're gonna cut him down as well to regular drive-in, and he should be able to go for 3 laps now on this regular drive-in here. So the main difference with this technique and the conserve technique is that on the conserve technique you have a lot more boost laps. Alright, so you have a lot more fuel, so you can boost a lot more laps. While on this technique, you're not boosting as much. You're mostly driving on regular speed for most of the race, most of the laps. Still a good technique. I prefer the conserve technique over this technique, but this one is definitely a good technique. And if you can master this technique, then the conserve strategy, you'll give it a good fight. So from time to time you can use bursts of boost. If you want to try and get your driver to overtake there, you give him that burst, then you cut back down, you give that burst, and then you cut back down. Or if you're being challenged, you see your driver being challenged, you can give that burst and then cut back down. See the rival Sainz here trying to pull an overtake on Leclerc, but he should be good to hold him off, as he's on hard tires and we're on softs. So Leclerc should be good to hold off Sainz on those hards, and there comes Verstappen right behind. Alright, so we're on that last corner going to the finish line, and that's a great race. So yeah, that's the technique. Let's do another race, take another look at the technique on a different track. It's pretty simple, it's not as complex as the conserve strategy. I'm telling you to conserve here, conserve there. It's more simpler. So if you're using the conserve strategy and you're not getting it, or if the conserve technique is not working for you, you can always give this technique a try for regular driving and see how good that works for you. Alright, so we're on Spain. Qualifying in the back as usual.
Nice, but we're qualifying in front of the rival, so 2022. The rival is at 23-24. Alright, let's go soft tires. Get both our drivers here. And this time we're not going to be starting off with any boost. We're just going to let them drive off on regular speed. See the rival boost in there, so this is definitely a real player. So this is a good example to see how this technique is going to run versus real players. Alright, good blocking there from Verstappen, getting that glitch pullback in our favor as we stick to regular driving. The rival pulling up. Alright, so he's still boosting. He's probably thinking that we're a bot, but we're not. But we did not boost at the start, so he should have no idea that we're a real player at this point. He should be thinking that it's a bot. Let's use some boost here. Come on, we got that boost down right at the right time. All right, let's go back to regular driving. We're gonna go for 3 laps. Good glitch block there. And he's still boosting away. Makes no sense you'd be boosting at this point, as he's just wasting his fuel, not gaining any positions. His driver should go wide. No, he did not go wide there. Good driving here from his Alonso. I expected him to go wide there based on how he took the corner, but he did not. And we're going to continue to go with regular driving. He's decided to cut down now. Still boosting his Schumacher, trying to get him to create some distance on his Alonso. No distance being created. Alright, it's time to go to pit. We're going to go back to soft tires. We're going in with both of our drivers. This is where he's going to know that we're a real player, because no bots are going to go to pit at the same time. He missed pit with Alonso. How interesting is this? He missed pit with Alonso. Let's boost out of pit. Get a boost on the exit. And then we're going to cut back down to regular driving. Cut back down to regular driving. So he's on hard tires. We're doing 3 more laps on these softs. See if he's boosting his Alonso around. Yes, he is. And we're going to just creep up on his Alonso and get by. Goodbye, Alonso. A lot of players have been complaining about drivers on 0 tires, but I haven't experienced a driver on 0 tires blocking. Once again, he's going around for another lap, being mispit with his Alonso. He's definitely holding up. He's not getting overtake as fast as possible, but he's definitely not holding up the entire race like how some guys or some players are describing it. Not exactly, from not saying that they're lying, but for me, he's not exactly doing that. They're not exactly doing that for me. Alright, so let's go back to pit now. Put in our go back to pit orders, and then we're just going to boost to the finish after we've gone back to pit now. So he has decided to go to pit. Let's boost Leclerc from here. Probably he thinks that it's a super bot. Oh my god, we're going to give him a well done and a great race at the end. He's going to be so shocked because we did not start off with the boost at the front. Let's go, Leclerc, get in there. Car held us up in the pits. Now we're just going to be boosting to the finish on these softs. So with this technique, you see you can go all soft tires. Don't need to incorporate any hard tires in there. You can just go all soft tires. There is his Schumacher. And here comes Verstappen and Leclerc, battling it out with each other to get the overtake done. And his Alonso is way in the back there. I guess he was trying to go 0 tires with Alonso, but I don't know. It didn't work. It does not work on me. I don't know. Maybe it works on some players, but on me it does not work. Sometimes they do not overtake as fast as they should, but they're not holding up for the entire race at all. He ran out of fuel. He ran out of fuel. Oh my god. Give him a smiley face. Great race, bro. Well done. So yeah, there it is. Great technique to use. And it's good to play tricks on your rival to let them think that you're a bot. As you know, most real players boost at the starting of the race. So when using this technique, you do not have to boost at the start. You can, and then cut down to regular, but you do not have to. And you just lead your rival to do, as you can see, all kind of mistakes. And yeah. Alright, so let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this technique. Feel free to test it and let me know. Use code word amazing deals to let me know that you made it to this portion of the video. Really appreciate you guys for all your support. And that's going to be it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.